Hey, Team Superstars.
Hello there.
How is everybody doing tonight?
Hope everyone's doing well. This is our Campaign 13 virtual team meeting, and Mark's going to welcome everybody out. We're a little backwards.
That's what it says on my page.
I know, sorry.
So hi, thanks for joining our call. Hey, and don't forget to stay till the end if you can, because you have to be present to win, and we're going to do a drawing for everybody who's on this call for this great business builder bundle. And there's some neat stuff in there. I see some books. I see some
business tools.
Really? Lipstick samples.
Yep.
Oh, some fragrance samples, some full-size product. Yeah, there's some good stuff in here. So if you want to win that, stay on. If you're here on with us right now, I've got your name in the drawing bucket already. If anyone joins, I'll add them at the time. So I guess it's campaign 13 we're talking about. Yep. So here we go.
This is the Avon book, and here is the demo book for representatives. And we're talking about sun care that's so advanced you'll think it's skin care. And I have even more great information because I was on the training at 5 o'clock tonight with Janine Whitver from
good job.
Avon Learning and Development. She does a phenomenal job on any of our skincare products. So I want to introduce to you two new products, the Equinox and new Solaire. This one is the SPF 50 for face, everyday face. And this one is like a lighter lotion form, and I'm going to demonstrate on my hand in a minute how much you should actually be using. Then this is the Solaire SPF 50 for face and body. What is the difference? That was asked several times on the training from Janine. And this one is a water light formula. That's what it says also inside the catalog and our demo book. So it's really like way more liquid, but it's going to be lightweight on your skin. So if you don't like a heavier feeling sunscreen product, you're going to love it, but you're going to get all the protection. Who needs sunscreen? All of us need sunscreen. Anyone over the age of 6 months old should be using sunscreen every day. So 6 months, if you are not too sure about that, you want to ask your pediatrician. Always ask for your children. But if they're older, toddler age and older, you definitely want to make sure they're using it. But a newer baby that's like 6, 7 months old, if you're outside in the sun, ask your pediatrician and then do use it, because they definitely need to be protected as well. For people who tan easily and have darker skin pigmentation, and I will use some examples: beautiful Hispanic skin, Asian skin, African-American skin, darker pigmented skin, also need to be using sunscreen. So that really covers pretty much all of us. Your skin can be damaged by sun exposure, whether or not you burn or you don't burn. Some people say, oh, I don't need to worry about that. I don't burn. But what we find out as we age, and I'll talk about myself in particular on this side of my face. I had a whole bunch of things frozen a couple months ago from damage from the sun from when I was a teenage girl. Back in the day, I know this might scare some of you, but I had girlfriends that used baby oil and tinfoil. That was not me, but that's what people did. So you really want to be using a sunscreen every day. And a question came up: what happens if I do not use SPF? What does SPF mean anyway, you might be asking? Sun protection factor, that is what it stands for. The most serious risk is the potential of skin cancer. Other risks include premature aging of your skin. Aging specifically caused by UV rays is called photoaging. So how much SPF should I use? And this is what Janine demonstrated, and I thought it was genius. This is the face. You want to use your 2 fingers, your index finger and your middle finger as a guide. Then I love how this one comes right out of the tube. Oh, I'm making a little bit of a mess here. This really, the rule is a little bit thinner, but so thinner than this finger. But you want it 2 fingers full. That's just for your face. Now I'm going to have to.
I'll get you a paper towel.
I'm going to rub it into my skin. So
okay.
Hurt my skin. It's awesome. And this one smells fantastic. So that's SPF 50, and that would be for your face. They say you should be using 2 tablespoons for your face and your entire body. That sounds like a lot, but it really makes a big difference. I've been way more diligent, I would say probably about the last 3-4 years in using SPF every single
Oh,
day.
that smells good.
And the reason is because I've had a lot of things removed from my body, moles and things that sun damage, like I said, from when I was a younger person. And so I'm being super careful now by using a lot more of it under my makeup or alone if I'm not. Like this morning, I went out for a long walk with our daughter, and we both just sunscreened up before we went outside. Even in the winter, when you think there's no sun and, oh, I don't need to bother with it, you absolutely do, because you can actually burn, sometimes worse in the wintertime when you don't see the sun. And again, the Skin Cancer Foundation advises us to use 2 tablespoons for your face and body, and just for your face, about what I showed you on my fingers. That's 0.04 ounces of sunscreen, 2 finger lengths. So that's kind of a good visual and representation of what you should be using. When should you use it? Every day, every season, even when you're indoors. I probably received a lot of the photo damage on the side of my face from the sun can penetrate even through your tinted windows. So use it every single day. And don't forget your hands. If you've got extra, make sure you cover your hands. If you have sandals on in the summer, the tops of your feet.
I see more people with tops of their feet burned than anything.
And that hurts. So again, everyday face protection lotion has a broad spectrum of SPF 50. What does that really mean? Well, it's going to protect you from UVA rays and UVB. So broad spectrum means that it protects you against both types of rays. UVA is a ray, here's a ball of sun, right? And the rays are the big long rays that will penetrate deep into your skin, below the surface of the skin. Right? That's the UVA ray. The UVB ray would be a smaller ray that's what a sunburn is produced from the UVB, and that's what burns that top layer of your skin. So if you want to be fully protected, you want to make sure that your sunscreen says on it, and ours does, protection lotion, broad spectrum, SPF 50 sunscreen. It's that tiny little line right there, but it's there. So that's what you really want to look for also on the face. Okay. These kind of lotions, and here's a tip, we recommend applying the lotions 15 to 30 minutes before sun exposure. So before you go outside, you want to be applying these 15 to 30 minutes. And I'm going to have Mark share what you can get for free.
So we always like to point out in the catalog what your customers can get for free.
Or you.
And I'm always the deal man. So with the purchase of, what does it say in the book? So with the purchase of the Solar products on pages 5 through 11 in the brochure, your customers are going to get a free vitamin C lip treatment. This is solid gold lip treatment. I love this. I take it fishing with me. Great. We take it camping when we go boating.
All the time.
This is awesome stuff. And it works great to keep your lips moisturized and help to heal those chapped lips when you forget to bring it along. It's really great for them.
This is what it looks like in the catalog for you and your customers. It's right on that inside page, and it tells how they can get it for free.
So they get that free with the purchase of the Solar skincare. You also can get this free with the purchase of one of the Solar bundles, and we'll talk about those in a minute. But that's offered in the What's New catalog. So take a look at your What's New catalog. I'll show you real quick. There's some of the Solar skincare or sun care bundles.
That's what you're going to talk
that
about
are available.
Right now.
And that's what you can get for free. So let's talk about these. First of all, I want to say, like I always say, we don't encourage you to buy product just because. If you're going to buy one of these bundles, have a plan. Have a plan to move it. Have a plan on how you're going to use this product to better your business. But having said that, these are some really awesome deals on these products. So the first one is called the Glow Bundle, and you can see it here in the catalog. And you can see you get, and again, in the demo book, you get both of the Solar
The
products,
face and the
full
face and body.
size. You also get a new vitamin C brightening serum, which is also featured in this campaign. And you get the vitamin C brightening eye cream. I use that too. I love the eye cream. So all of those products, you can purchase those for the rep cost. If your President's Club is $55. And then you get four
Or
of the vitamin C lip treatments for free. And you get a new vitamin C illuminating priming moisturizer for free. That's a $228 value, and you're going to spend about $55 for it. If you're a contender, not President's Club yet, it's $68.97. You see the costs are there in the demo book, so look it up in the demo book.
If you don't have the book, you can look it up online when you log into your Avon account.
So $68. If you sell both of these products right here, you've made your money back, right? Then you have all of these extra other products for free. You can use them as incentives.
Drawings,
you can give them to customers as bonuses. You can do a drawing, whatever you decide to do with it, but have a plan. The other bundle there at the bottom is the hydration bundle. And you can see it's expanded a little bit. So you get the hyaluronic acid, the new hyaluronic acid serum, 1.5 serum. And then you get the depuffing eye serum, another product that I use.
4 more of those.
4 more of those lip treatments. And then you get a new hydrofusion gel. What is that?
It's the gel night.
Fusion gel cream.
Yep, the gel cream.
So it's a facial moisturizer. That one will cost you same price, $68. And it's a $228 value, and you get all those free products over there.
It's kind of nice because they're the same price point. They're just different product choices along with the Solar Skin Sun Care.
Yeah. So if you've got a customer that you know buys vitamin C, that first one's probably a good idea. If you have a customer that likes that hydrofusion, the bottom one's probably a good idea. Sell a couple of those products, you'll make your money back, and you'll have all those products free. So once again, don't buy it just because I told you to. Have a plan. Put a plan together. Make sure you can market it and use it to your advantage to build your business.
I'm going to use us as the example because this actually happened to us. We, when we were on our all expense paid trip from Avon to the big island of Hawaii, we booked an excursion. The excursion was on a boat, an all day, pretty much all day boat. We got to go snorkeling. It was fantastic. But before we could get on the boat, they had great big pumps of mineral sunscreen. And you know, a few of us pulled out of our bag. Well, hey, I have XYZ sunscreen. Oh no, can't use it. We asked why. Because there were potential ingredients that really break down the reef and are bad for marine life in the ocean. So I was over the moon when we came back and learned that we were going to be selling Avon Sun. Avon Sun for body, Avon Sun for face, and these are mineral sunscreens. What is the difference? The difference is this. The face is always going to be a little bit thinner. I've actually used this one. This one is not open. The one that's open is in my bathroom. But the difference is this is a very thick, like a cream consistency. And here's the really great thing. Sometimes mineral sunscreens go on really white and chalky, kind of pasty looking on your skin. This one doesn't. While it does come out of the tube white, it absorbs right into your skin and you don't have that white look. And it does. This one is a much lighter texture for your face, does protect against UVA and UVB rays. So it is hypoallergenic as well. It's perfect for anybody who has sensitive skin. So when people say, oh, no, sunscreen breaks me out. Well, this one's made for people who have sensitive skin. It's also great for children who are babies, like we talked about, 6 months old and up. And here's the difference between using a mineral sunscreen versus a regular sunscreen. You can put this on and go right out into the sun. You don't have to wait 15 to 30 minutes for it to absorb into your skin. This kind of a mineral-based sunscreen will just absorb right into your skin right away. It's vegan, it's GMO-free, gluten-free, hypoallergenic. It's not greasy, it's non-whitening. It's free of chemical filters, which are avobenzone and oxybenzone. Those are the two chemicals that really break down the reef in the ocean and damage it. So it's bad for all of the sea life as well. So it's free of silicone, parabens, phthalates, artificial fragrances. It is reef safe. So it's a big deal. It's going to save our reefs. The reefs in the ocean provide places for so many fish and creatures to eat and stay safe from other larger creatures. So we're doing our part by using that type of a protection.
Now, we live in Utah. We really don't have a beach and we really don't have reefs, but we have lakes. And if you go swimming in the lake, this is also going to save the microbiome in the lake. So it protects the algae that are killed by the other ingredients and the other kind of sunscreen. So even if you're in Utah and you're going to be going in a lake where there's fish and natural wildlife, this is the one you want to be using.
And here's a tip. How often should you reapply? Well, the sun protection mineral sunscreen for body is SPF 40. It is water and sweat resistant. What does that mean? If you go out into the lake, let's say, or the swimming pool, and you're out there for a while, or the ocean, wherever you're at, and it says sweat and water resistant for 80 minutes, but use your best judgment. If it's less than 80 minutes and you don't feel like there's much left on your skin, you do need to reapply. And it is going to protect you. It's broad spectrum. Again, it's going to protect against the UVA and B rays, which is a really big deal. So here we are with Avon having some really great new sunscreen products added to our line of products that are just going to really keep our families safe.
Because we were just talking about this in January.
Yeah.
I really hope that Avon comes out with some sunscreen
So
again
here
this
we are
year.
with those.
Here it is.
And we've got another brand new mascara, FMG Cashmere. I've actually used this one, so I'm going to open it up and show you what the tube looks like. The brush is the big deal. A lot of people love it or hate it. You can see that's got 3 little round spheres. It's a rich black pigment. What's so special about it? Well, this is going to give you really full, lush lashes without smudging or budging. It stays on great. The brush is unique with the little spheres. It hugs your lashes, gives you nice volume. It contains biotin. Biotin helps your lashes, fingernails, and hair to grow. So it also contains collagen. As we age, collagen, our bodies stop producing as much collagen as when we're younger. So that's really going to help you to have some super healthy and strong looking lashes. It contains a vegan wax, which creates a smooth texture that's going to enhance the formula to stick to your lashes. Now, is it sticky? No, but it will adhere really well to your lashes. It's vegan and cruelty free. So I really love that our mascaras now, the newer mascaras, are really nourishing and healthier for your lashes. They don't feel like all crispy and hard. Back in the day, we used to have mascara like that, and we would call them spider eyes. So I'm glad that we've gotten away from that. So this is our brand new one, and it does come in the color rich black. Next up, Mark's used this in our house, and we like it.
Here it is. This is new. Homestar Floor Cleaner. This is new in campaign 13. Isn't that an interesting looking bottle? It works really great. I'll take the lid off so you can see. It's got a little, so it's child safe, so you have to squeeze it when you screw it off. It's got a little nozzle on the end to control the flow. Now, I used this to clean our floor just the other day, and I used the Homestar Stick Mop with the wet
The
pads that go on it. And those don't last very long. They dry up pretty quickly. So when it started to dry up, then I squirted a little bit of this on the floor to re-moisten it, and went ahead and finished doing the floor. This works really good. It's a great floor cleaner. It's a lot better than using just the stick mop and the damp pad. And I tell you what, it's a lot easier than using a regular old mop you have to wring out. Although I think the regular old mop still does a great job. This does a good job too.
And tell them what kind of surfaces you
I was
can
just
use it
going
on.
to. So this is good for marble floors, ceramic tile, laminated floors, and sealed hardwood. And that's what we have. We have a sealed hardwood floor in our kitchen. So we use this on that, and it did a great job and made the floor nice and
It was
shiny.
shiny, but without being so slippery, which was great.
The other thing I like about this is it doesn't take long to dry, 5 minutes maybe, and it dries nicely. So you don't have to stay off your floor for 30 minutes.
And the price point to the customer, it is $7.99. And he didn't really use that much.
No,
So,
it's still full. I didn't
yeah.
use that much at all. It's really neat because you turn it up. I don't want to turn it over and like spray it out into the cap, but you turn it up and you can squeeze it a little bit and a couple drops come out, so you can apply it anywhere you want to and you can control where it's going. It's really
And how
great.
much, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to talk more about this and some other things here in just a
So we
minute.
wanted to share our own experience because we've used it and really like it. So have you ever, in the winter time, you might want to buy one extra of these, or when the weather's really rainy, you want to read your favorite book, you want to light a special candle. And we have three new ones, and I chose this one with purpose. It's Avon, and it's called Cabana Summer Dreaming. It's zesty lemon, breezy
It does smell
coconut
good.
palms, and watery blue lotus. It just smells tropical and great. These candles are now made with soy wax, so they're really clean, burning. They give you 30 hours of burn time, and they burn really well. They have a little bit more fragrance than some of our older candles. So you might want to give the Cabana candle a try and see what you think.
All right, so we're going to talk about something that Laurie and I have been talking about for a little while, but we're really going to try to really help our representatives understand this. So first thing I want to do is ask you, do you buy dish soap?
Go ahead and unmute.
Yeah, you can unmute if you'd like. Can Stacy or Kenny or
Anybody.
Jaylene tell me, do you guys buy dish soap, dish soap or laundry soap?
Yes.
Okay, do you
Okay.
buy bar soap or shampoo
Yes.
used
Shampoo.
around the house?
Mhm.
Yep.
And where do you buy that?
Well, I just bought the new spray dish soap from Avon, and I love it.
I should have known better than to let Stacy answer because I knew she'd say that.
Okay, go ahead.
And the new Avon shampoo and conditioner as well.
Here's where
Oh,
I'm
let
going
me
with
know how
this.
you think of it. What you think of it. Yeah. I just got the new Avon bar soap, the Skin
Okay.
So Soft, so we'll try that out. But usually, yes,
I love
we
the-
buy our stuff from Walmart.
I loved the original Skin So Soft bar soap, and I've got one of the Soft Essential here that Laurie's going to use. The reason I wanted to bring this up is there's a purpose behind that, especially for our newer representatives or representatives who are saying, well, I just didn't get any orders this campaign. I want you to think about this. Do you think Walmart is happy when you shop at Walmart? You think your local grocery store is happy when you shop there? Are you
Sure.
happy when your customers shop with you?
Yes.
I think you would all say yes. So I get the point I'm trying to make is you can be one of your best customers. And I'm not telling you to buy just because you want to shop from Avon, but you buy laundry soap. We buy laundry soap. We use Avon laundry soap. We buy dish soap.
So once we used up what we had, oh, that is not dish soap.
Oh, what's
but
this?
Close enough. We buy.
Oh, this is laundry soap
Yeah.
too.
That's just liquid. I wanted to show two different forms. That is fabric
We buy
softener,
fabric softener.
right? And guess what? Well, Mark's going to make the point about it.
We buy deodorant.
What else do we buy, Mark?
We
All the
buy
stuff comes,
dishwasher pods,
right? Notice it's all
buy-
Avon.
toothpaste. Right? So these are all things that you're going to go to the store and buy
buy.
anyway. Why should you line Walmart's pockets? Line your own pockets. When you buy from your own store, you're going to get your 25% discount.
I was just going to say, wait, is Walmart giving you a 25% discount on top of their regular price? I'm sure they're not.
Think about who our parent company is now. LG Electronics. What does LG make?
LGH&H.
They make washers and dryers. They make dishwashers.
How do we know? We have one long before we,
Do you think they're going to
Yes.
make stuff that doesn't work in their machines?
nope.
So I really want you to think about that. And that's where we're going to be pushing that a lot with our representatives as we have
And
our
our
different meetings
customers.
and our customers. If you're going to buy these products anyway, especially Avon representatives, why aren't you buying them from yourself? Right? Do the best you can for yourself. We're also going to be putting together a graphic that we're going to send out to everybody that you can send to your customers, and it's going to be called the weekly shopping list or the monthly shopping list, and it's going to list all those things, deodorant, dish soap, whatever, all those home products. I'll show you what we have on our paper that you can pass out to your customers and say, hey, you can buy these from Walmart or you can buy them from me. So you've got another marketing tool, another tool to kind of hook your customers into shopping from you.
It's a reminder, and where, I've been thinking about it for a while, and in the third quarter workbook from Avon, there's actually a shopping list. If you were to just cut off the top banner, it has a variety of all the things that Mark just mentioned to you on that list. And it shows them, and with a little box in the corner that your customers could check off. You could literally photocopy that page or the ones that we're going to create for you, and hang it up on your refrigerator, wherever you put your grocery list, as a reminder to yourself, because it takes a habit to create. Now, instead of going to the grocery store, you need to make sure it goes into your order cart. So it took us a while, but like I said, we used up the things we already had in our house, and then we replaced them with Avon products.
And your customers are going to be like Jaylene was asking Stacy how she liked the product. They're going to ask you the same thing. If you want them to order dish soap, they're going to ask you, do you use the Avon dish soap? Do you use the Fiji Fresh? We showed these to our daughter this weekend while she was here, and we let her try one. She's like, oh my gosh, I got to reactivate my Avon account and start buying this from Avon.
Well, and you know what else she said? We actually gave our kids for Christmas, and they looked at us like we had 3 eyes on our head, a box of those sheet detergent, and they both used them and said they were skeptical that it wouldn't really dissolve in their washers. And they pulled the wash out and said, wow, there's no residue. It did a fantastic job. So it really does work.
Yeah, so that's the point I'm trying to make. We have a lot of representatives that say, well, I don't have any custom orders. What do you need to order? What are you going to go buy at the grocery store anyway that you can buy from Avon?
Yeah, and maybe realistically, maybe you only need toothpaste and fabric softener. Well, then place an order for it. Order maybe 1 package of samples and 1 package of books. And it's a minimal order, but get them out and then tell your customer your experience. Oh my gosh, I tried our new laundry soap. It's fantastic.
This just popped into my head. You're going to buy those things anyway, but are you going to get credit towards a trip to Cancun from Walmart?
No, you are not.
Nope. Are you going to get credit towards President's Club and getting a 40% discount when you buy from Walmart?
Nope.
Do yourself a favor. Okay, that's enough on that.
All right. One of the things that's going to help you be consistent is what Mark's going to show you next.
So one of the tools we want to talk about is called Campaign Mailer. Now, we use Campaign Mailer every campaign to get books out to our customers. I've said this 100 times. We have most of our customers order online, but every one of them still get a book, and they get their book in the mail. And this is what it looks like.
In a plastic sleeve. This
in a
is
nice heavy plastic sleeve. And on the back, it's got our information with our website and our phone number and our contact information. And it also tells them when this campaign is active. And we send these out. Laurie goes into Campaign Mailer once a month, and
every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks, once a campaign, and she sets these up. They have different schedules that you can send them on. We like to send them as early as possible because we like to get our order in on the very first day of each campaign. So we don't run into product shortages. But this is a great tool. It doesn't cost you that much more than a book. I think the books are like a buck a piece or something.
Well, because the postage is included, but it's worth it. And the bigger, it doesn't matter whether your business is 5 or 10 customers or 200. Yes, it will cost you more, but here's a tip. That what I do with Campaign Mailer, I have like a little 3x5 card on each customer. And we treat it sort of like a magazine subscription, but a little different. We tell the customers when they're brand new, for the first 3 months, you get it. It's free. Of course, we never charge for our catalogs, but after 3 months, if the customer has not placed an order, I have a little notation on the 3x5 card that says, Jane Doe started in campaign 13. That would be 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Campaign 21, I remove her from Campaign Mailer, but now she's also getting email communications or text messages if we have all of her contact information.
Let me tell you something else this is going to do for you. Gasoline is going to be $5 a gallon
It's
soon.
$4.99 today,
If you're driving around delivering these things, it's costing you more than the price of the book.
plus your time.
Campaign mailer hasn't gone up that much,
No.
not $5 a gallon. So this is a lifesaver and a money saver for us. in our
It's cost
business.
effective. All right, next up, I'm super excited about what we have. A huge congratulations to Team Superstar. Shout out for registering so far, Stacy and Patrick Warren for the in-person convention, Jaylene and Kenny Ingersoll for the in-person convention. Shauna Domingo Davis is going in person, and Catherine Kostovsky is going to be attending the virtual convention from her home in Pennsylvania. So, and we have two other ladies that are talking about it. So we're just very excited that you're all interested in joining either virtually or in person and taking your Avon businesses to the next level by investing in yourself and your business. You will all receive a special $200 tote bag full of fourth quarter items that you can use and promote in your business however you choose. And I believe the tote bag that I've seen on the buzz from Avon is super cute. It is black and it has kind of a Texas flair with some really fun, colorful graphics on the front of it. That you'll be able to see it if you just take a look at the buzz when you log into your Avon account. The next thing, we really want to create some team spirit, whether you go to the convention in person or virtually or not. We have some team t-shirts, but before I have Mark show and talk about that, I just want to mention one more thing about the convention. Avon reduced the price back to the early bird pricing. That is good through the end of this month. It's $69 whether you attend in person or virtually. That gives you access, no matter how you attend, to all of the great training. Let's say you're at home doing the virtual classes, and Mark and I have done that before when the first part of COVID, that was the first year we introduced it. It was fantastic because there will be a schedule and you can work it around your work schedule. You have an option for a replay. The best option if you attend virtually is to do it live. And Mark and I are really hoping we have a few more people who want to join us and for the first time and see what that experience is like. One of the great things, they do all kinds of prize giveaways, and you might say, well, what about the people at home? Whoever gets called up onto the stage to win a prize as an in-person representative will get the opportunity most likely to pick out somebody who is from the at-home audience.
They dip their hand in a big bucket and pull out a name,
So
and somebody wins with them.
Whether you participate, like I said, in person or at home, everybody's name that's a participant goes into all kinds of fabulous prizes. Last year, they gave away diamond tennis bracelets and all kinds of other
Year
stuff.
before that,
Cash.
trip to Paris,
Yeah,
or was that
so
2 years ago?
there's just tons of great opportunity, and you learn so much about Avon, and it's some opportunity for you for personal development as well.
It really does help you build your business. So what I want to do now is I'm going to share my screen, and you can unmute your microphones if you want and ask questions, but I'm going to share my screen and share the shirts with you so you guys can see them. We did send out an email to everybody that showed the shirts, but this is the men's shirt. So the men's have a V-neck and the logos here on the pocket. They're all the same color. So
But there isn't a pocket, just so you know.
oh
It's
yeah,
where
where
a
the pocket would be.
yeah.
That's what I meant to say. So this is the logo with the lipstick. And then we have the men's shirt with the stars logo, which I particularly kind of like. I really enjoy that one. And these are the men's shirts. The men's shirts are $18, so that's not a bad deal. You'll notice they do have a V-neck,
A
but these
slight
are
V,
these are
yeah.
you see they're the square cut. They're cut for men. Then these are the women's shirts, and you see that they're a little more trim cut.
They're fit.
They're
yeah.
a little more fitted. They've got a kind of a scoop neck or a lower neck, but it's not a V-neck. And this is the one with the women's with the
Team
lipstick
Superstar.
logo, and then the one with the stars logo. So how do you get them? What you need to do, I'm going to turn off the share now. Back to our faces. So if you want to order the shirts, all you need to do is send us an email and tell us which style you want and which logo you want. So men's lipstick or men's stars, women's lipstick or women's stars, and the size. They run from extra small to 4X in both sizes. I don't think the women's come in extra small, but the men's come in extra small all the way up to 4X, and the women's in small all the way up to 4X. And they're pretty true to size. I mean, if you buy women's t-shirts, you know how they fit, you know what size you'll need. Order the size you would normally order. If you like it a little fuller or a little loose fit, there's no reason why women can't order the men's. That's what Laurie's ordered. She
My
likes the
experience
men's
is
shirts.
this top that I'm wearing is an Avon top. It's not, being ordered where it came directly from Avon. This is a looser fit, but the women's fitted t-shirts, generally for me personally, I go one size up just because I don't like them so super tight. So it really, again, it depends on you. So just use your best judgment. If you're really not sure about the size, you can log into your Avon account, look at Vistaprint, and there is there's sizing information there. Maybe we can even pull it out and give you like,
I wonder if there's
we'll see if we can find a chart.
We'll see if we can send you that.
It kind of tells you like size small is from this to this, and
Right.
it just gives you a little bit of information.
So again, to order, send us an email, let us know how many shirts and which styles and which logos you want. And we'll respond back to you with our Venmo handle, so you can send us so you can pay us on Venmo for the shirts. We have to pay for the shirts when we order them, which we are planning to do on June 2nd. So we'd like to get your orders in by June 1st at the latest. Some of you have already ordered. We've got those recorded. If you have any questions, reach out to us.
Okay. All right, we're going to talk about that we do something kind of different every time. And I'm just going to ask a series of questions and you'll see, and then I'll you'll see where I'm going with this. How many catalogs did you hand out last week? If you answer 0, well, then there's some opportunity for you there. How many people did you follow up with for an Avon order? How many samples did you hand out? Did you follow up in 4 to 5 days after you handed out catalogs or samples? If you answered no to follow up, you were leaving hundreds of dollars on the table for somebody else to pick up. How do I know this to be true? Well, when I was a new representative, I didn't follow up. A couple of times, I was at a meeting, an Avon meeting back when we had district managers, and I heard some people talking about customers. And one of the other times, another Avon representative mentioned a customer by name that she had just received. Sadly, I was wanting to just sink down in my seat because guess what? It was my customer that she had picked up. Why? Because I didn't follow up. So the lesson was learned for me the hard way. We do business a whole lot differently now. We talk about follow-up all the time. Some people might think it's a gimmick. There's no gimmick. It's easy. If you're going to invest and hand out a catalog or a sample with a business card, whatever you're doing, you want to be able to follow up with that person in 4 to 5 days. Are you bothering them? No, you're providing outstanding and excellent customer service, and it does pay off. How do we know this? Because our business is so much better than it ever was. We sell at Rose Circle level, and I'm not bragging here, it's just hard work. We sell over $35,000 in a year with Avon, and it's because we consistently follow up. How do we do it? Text messaging, email. Those are the 2 kinds of communication that we use. So that's definitely, it's worth it. Again, if you're going to invest in those samples and catalogs, you really want to get out to your customers and then follow up for an order. So Mark's going to talk a little bit more. Do you have anything to add about follow-up that I didn't really talk about?
Yeah, so we talked about campaign mailer and sending the books out.
That's one thing.
So the customers get the book in the mail. They also, at the beginning of a campaign, they get a text message from us saying, here's your digital catalog. And we send them a link to the digital catalog. Towards the end of the previous campaign, so we did this last Friday, we sent an email to all of our customers saying, hey, do you need to order anything? We're putting our order in on Monday. Get us your order by Monday and we'll get the order in for you next week. And then we also sent out an email about midway through the campaign asking them if there's anything that they want to order from the book. So we follow up about 4 times campaign with every customer, and we use a combination of text and email to do that follow-up. Now, Laurie sends out samples, and she will occasionally follow up with those customers who she sent samples to. What I'm telling you is the follow-up that we do with every one of our customers, every campaign.
Yep. One of the things I do with the samples, I create a newsletter, and the newsletter, let's see, like, I don't have a sample, but we'll just use it as an example. If there were a sample of this product, or I'd even put it into a tiny little jar you can get from Amazon and created my own, I would just give a brief description of this product and what it does and why the customer would want to try that sample. And that newsletter has paid off for us very big. I produce it about every 2 months, and I put current products that we sell: skincare, one or 2 fragrances, sunscreen, bug guard, change it up seasonally depending on what time of the year that it is. And we're also talking about it in our, like Mark said, in our communication via text or email. We're going to mention this product or whatever product is on the front or possibly back cover. Look, there's bug guard.
Yeah, we've been pounding bug guard
Yeah.
recently.
So whatever it is, you know, and by doing in the newsletter every 2 months, it keeps it fresh. But that's another form of a communication that we get to our customer, and then we do want to follow that up too. So I have an action step if you choose to do it. Choose 2 to 3 things you want to do this next week. Write them down and then put them into action. It could be any of the things on here: hand out catalogs, hand out samples, text message follow-up, email follow-up, whatever you choose, but 4 to 5 days from whatever the action step is. Because did you know you can control how much money you make with Avon by doing the right actions? The right actions are the digital catalog, paper catalog, samples, and the follow-up. If you use all 3 of those and you don't do the follow-up, you've just thrown all of that away for another representative to take from you. And we don't want to see that happen to you because it really isn't fun. So try one of those 2 to 3 things the next week, and then do it again the next week, and the next week, and the next week. After 3 weeks of repeating the same actions, now you have a habit, and you're going to get your business up and running. And I'm going to congratulate Jaylene Ingersoll, who's on with us tonight, because she reached out to some what she called older customers that she hadn't followed up with in a while, got a book out, got an order from one, and a possible order from someone else. So she could see that the follow-up was really important for her, and it gained her another order.
You really want to know what the magic is in this business, and it's the follow-up. It really is. You can pass out 100 books, and if you don't follow up with those customers, you'll get no orders. You follow up with those customers and you will get orders. So it really is the magic.
All right, I'm going to read you something out of this book that I've been, that has daily quotes, positive quotes for every day. It's called The Royal Flush. Life consists not in holding good cards, but in playing those you hold well. Sometimes I've heard it said, those that you were dealt. Some of us are born into wealth, some into poverty. Some of us are born with amazing talents or intellect. Others of us have average talents or intellect. The trick is to take inventory of what we have and then make the most of it. Who's to say where our abilities and intellect can take us? Today, I will make the most of the hand I've been dealt. I will work hard and I will succeed. I was that person that wanted my parents' approval so badly, especially when I started to be a little bit more successful with Avon, and it just never happened. They, for whatever reason, oh, that's not a real job. I've heard other people tell me that. Well, you're right. It's not a real job. It is a career. And I've had more success with Avon than any other company or business that I've ever been in. Learned more, made the most amazing friends. Now my business partner is my husband. How cool is that? So, you know, there is a lot to be said, but you really want to stay positive. Even when it's hard, stay positive. And you can make this whatever you want it to be.
Hang on to those kings and aces.
That's right. So now it's time for our business builder bundle drawing.
All right, we're going to go ahead and do that. Before we do, though, I want to remind you our next virtual team meeting is going to be on May 31st. That's Tuesday, May 31st at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time. That's our standard time, standard date. And we're going to do that drawing, and then we're going to end the call and take some questions. So here's the bundle. It's pretty heavy. If you take a peek in there, there's all kinds of good stuff in there.
Tons of samples. I packed it full this time.
Yeah, I'm going to do the drawing this time. You usually do.
All right, go for it. How about if you want me to shake them up then?
Okay, you shake them
All
up.
right, let's go.
So somebody who's on this call is going to win this business builder bundle.
Do it.
Peeking in there. And the winner is Stacy. Congratulations, Stacy. You've
Awesome.
won that business builder bundle. We'll get that out to you right away. So if you're on the call, stick with us. I'm going to stop the recording and we'll take your questions. If you're watching the replay, thanks for joining us, and we will talk to you next time.
We'll see you all.